Welcome back to Honolulu Bay here on the northwest corner of the beautiful island of Maui. The world's best love to finish out their season in the Hawaiian Islands, the birthplace of surfing for the women. It's always in Maui for the men, the north shore of Oahu, as we anticipate fireworks at the Billabong Pipe Masters starting December 8th all the way to the 20th for the waiting period. And the women well aware of that, but also more importantly, they're super psyched on the horizon knowing that there's beautiful conditions. Just two people out, two of the best surfers in the world. Gilmore looking for her fourth Maui Women's Pro title, but her first since 2009. And Malia Manuel, representing Kauai, looking for her first ever championship tour win. As you can see, a big clock, 40-minute final. Gilmore able to get the first wave, a croon looking right. Solid first turn. Another big hack off the top for Gilmore. This one stretching out down the line, a quick two-turn combo to get things started very early, Potts.
Yeah, let's have a look here. She drops down, nice deep bottom turn, and just absolutely hooks it in the pocket. I like the fact Steph's been producing those big turns in the critical section of the wave, kind of sacrificed that inside section for those two maneuvers, but in saying that, Steph's going to draw first blood. Let's have a look at the turn here. Look at the position, the body, everything is just perfect. That knee-knocking style where that back leg really compresses down to the deck of the board. And again, as she just drives off, extends that back leg and then really connects those fins into the face of the wave. Beautiful stuff from Steph Gilmore. What a style she's got. I mean, I've been watching this young lady since she was 17. And
talked a lot with Jake the Snake Patterson. Worked out a formula, and I think we're seeing it in motion now against Manuel. Top turn car for Gilmore in her second strike. Little snap, quick speed float in transition. And she'll hang in there to get the credit for it. 6.67 on that quick start against Manuel, and already getting a second scoring ride. Having a look now, 25-minute mark, waiting 15 minutes for this ride is Malia Manuel, setting up her first wave of the final. Drawn out carve off the top, flowing down the line, nice and patient is a surfer from Kauai. Nice lip line rip off the top. Now she's gonna clean it up with that carve. Nice pace for Manuel, kicking out on her feet and finally getting her first wave. And we'll see how that score comes through the screen. Nice and easy, had priority. How'd you like her first turn, Potts?
Yeah, well, it sets you up really, doesn't it? As you can see, she brought that board all the way back around. Now she gets that lip line, sort of speed line. Now she starts to connect with the lip. You can see Malia, no rush. There's no sense of urgency right here, and I like it. You know, you've got to focus on each turn, give each turn your undivided attention. Well, both got beautiful styles. Malia's wave just a little bit bigger. Steph a little bit more aggressive on those first couple of turns. Malia setting this up. We talk about the difference in waves. Malia's wave slowed up. Steph's was one of those real quick ones, so she really had to show a sense of urgency to get those couple of turns, whereas Malia's slowed up for her. It really allowed her to set things up, get that first turn. Wasn't as aggressive as Steph's. This next wave from Stephanie Gilmore is going to be very important. She can't afford to make any mistakes. It needs to be a keeper. Here she goes.
Nice positioning for Gilmore, trying to improve her 4.5 and her lead. This one's all setup work to start as this wave builds down the line. Nice off the top. Bottom turns just to get out in front. She's got to chase that section down the line. Big rip in the pocket for Gilmore. Setting up the wrapping cutback once again. And
use of priority as well. She waited quite some time for this wave. Just setting it up. All this is set up work right now. Gets kind of caught behind a little bit, so missing a bit of that wave there. So only now really scoring potential. Nice little snap, and again gets caught behind the section. So this wave really didn't cooperate for Steph Gilmore and missed that inside keiki bowl. So she sort of put her hands up above her head, and you went, yeah, look at that shot right there. You can tell Steph Gilmore really enjoyed that, really wanted that, as we see live action.
Steph Gilmore up now. Big turn out the back, lofty forehand float, lands in the flats.
Malia doesn't need much, Joe.
She's been patient all final, just trying to put herself on the best waves. Kick things off with a 7.3. 15 minutes into the final, Manuel up, setting up her first turn. Nice clean wrap to get this one going down the line. Jams it off the lip, but that's going to put her behind.
Still waiting for that last one from Steph to get locked in. I think it's going to better her 4.9. Let's have a look at Malia. This first turn It's where you really got to do a lot of damage. That was sort of more of a setup maneuver, nothing too critical. Beautiful snap at the end there, so really just a one maneuver wave for Malia. And then Steph Gilmore. Watch how much more aggression she puts into that first turn right there, just hooking into it. And then this floater maneuver, really critical, covered a lot of distance up and over that lip there with a bit of a free fall drop. So
we saw that slide when Gilmore did make the final series in Fiji, finishing with that round 4 exit, then to the round 2 exit at the next event, the US Open. Gilmore setting this one up again, trying to improve on a 6.0. Quick check under the lip. This section's going to make it tough for her, pulling in under the hood and recovering with a frontside tube into a float. A little bit more room to pull in for Gilmore, and she'll get tangled up on the exit. You can see Steph Gilmore had a lot of intent to explode on this wave. What happened here at the start?
Well, just, obviously getting that speed line to get around the section. Steph, obviously an unbelievable reader of the wave and just positioned herself perfectly up and over the top there. This is going to better her situation yet again. So Steph Gilmore starting to find the groove. And the thing I like about what Steph's doing, Joe, she's identifying the fact that it's a slower heat for waves. There's not as many bombs. So what's she doing? She's lowering her standards. She's looking for those insiders, but finding those ones that are going to give her the opportunity. Look at that positioning right there. Look like Kelly's wave pool in a way, but Steph, one of the best in the barrel. She mixed it up on that wave, showing the judges something different. I like it. She's going to better her situation. The amount of pressure right now on this next exchange is going to be unbelievable. Looks like she's going to roll the dice, Joe.
Looking for a 5.47 for a lead change. The surfer from Kauai up and riding. Big blast vertical, and Malia goes down. On that first decision, she lets go a big first turn, but she can't hang on. Gilmore's on the next one. Drawn out bottom turn, big layback hack. Second maneuver, a huge frontside rip on the open face. Now setting up the third move, styles her way through that forehand carve. 3 big turns, all different with variety. Little alley-oop kick-out's been her signature throughout this event.
Don't give up yet, 50 seconds remaining.
50 seconds, Manuel went for a big first turn here, Potts.
Yeah, well, she had to. She knew she wasn't on a big, sort of a big wave, and that wave was running down the line. So even if she had have completed that turn, it was going to be doubtful that she was going to make it around that section anyway. So bad wave selection.
All of a sudden she finds herself in the final, and that goal is once realized once again, her career goal of winning her first major. All of a sudden you can see those nerves coming in, but what a brilliant comeback to the jersey. We're into the countdown, and this wave's coming just a little bit too late. Malia's going to enjoy the ride. Big smile on her face as she kicks out. What a big comeback to the CT jersey, and making it official for the 4th time in her career. Your champion of the Maui Women's Pro in 2017 is Stephanie Gilmore.